here it goes.
Is it giving you a countdown?
Yeah, it kind of does. Now it's setting it up. Okay, it's going to be live. Here we go. We should be live. Yes, it worked.
Wow.
I'm amazed every time.
Live on YouTube. Can't
Live
wait.
on YouTube. This is amazing. So hello. Hello, Rana. You look gorgeous as always.
Oh, thank you, Lynn. Thank you. You're so kind. It's so good to be. I haven't seen you for a while, so it's nice to have this conversation.
So I think the last time I saw you in person was at Elizabeth's daughter's wedding.
Yes. Yes.
We could have
That
a
was
whole
a good day.
conversation about Indian weddings. That's a whole thing. That's another podcast, but that was lovely.
It really was. It really was. Yeah. Yeah.
Good to see
I need to get in touch with Elizabeth. I'm remiss. I was traveling for business and then had back-to-back events, and just like those kind of things just really push you back on your schedule and things, and you come back and you just got to catch up with like a year's worth of
you.
stuff.
I feel that. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the thing that people don't always appreciate or understand. When you're an entrepreneur, you are 24/7. And I literally mean that. I mean, we're in different time zones. We're 4 hours apart.
Yes.
But like somebody's going to ping me at whatever time it is here, midnight, because they're
Yes.
where you are and they don't think it's like they don't want to wait 12 hours for an answer. You know what I mean?
Those
Like
days where we could just unplug and like truly, I complain about the fact that I'm constantly 24/7 I'm on, but I also, people who like complain about something and do it is because we enjoy it still. I mean, it is hard. It is something that
yes.
you do, but if you hated it, you would never continue doing it, right?
That's
So the
the
fact that we
point.
do it,
You know what? You're right about that though, because a lot of people do bitch and moan.
yes,
And I get it, but it is a grind,
it is.
100%. But yeah, then go get a corporate job,
It
go get
is.
a job. Like,
Exactly. 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 If you
I
want to be
mean,
able to turn off your phone at 5 and just be, off the radar, that's another lifestyle. This is not that, but it is constant and you got to make sacrifices, but that at the same time, it's very fulfilling. So when you do get something, because all of us, when we have these kind of businesses and products, it's like our baby, right? It is
oh my
something
God,
that
yes.
we have nurtured. We have seen it from its inception to its growing up toddlers, and then like
Sometimes the baby is just outright ugly,
and
but that's okay. It's still our baby. And okay, I will make the point that, look, one of the greatest things about being an entrepreneur is the flexibility. And I'm sitting here in Dominica because I can, and we can have this conversation, and you could be anywhere in the world. I mean,
yes.
and if you have a corporate job, that's not happening.
That's
You're
not
you're
happening.
you're stuck. Even post-COVID, you're still stuck. So
Yes. Yes.
I count my blessings every day.
Yes.
I've been
Yes.
traveling a ton.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
We've been bouncing from Europe to now we're here, and we're going to be back in the desert pretty soon.
Oh
And
my gosh. You were in Paris for a while, right?
we were there for the Olympics.
Oh my gosh. Did you actually see any of did you go to any of the events?
We saw ping pong.
Oh, I love ping pong.
Crazy.
I'm good at it.
I'm good at it too. We should
We
play.
should
Let's
play.
do that. Maybe we
I
could be
have
on
a
an Olympic
table.
team together. We could practice. So we saw ping pong. We saw women's skateboarding.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, first of all, a 14-year-old won the gold medal.
Wow.
He
Really?
won the gold, a 15-year-old won the silver, a 16-year-old won the bronze. I was like, where
Yeah.
my kids are like slackers, like what the hell? Okay, and then we saw, the very cool thing was beach volleyball under the Eiffel Tower.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it
That was
literally was like,
iconic.
it
Every
was
shot of that was iconic. It was just the way they had it set up. And I'm like, can you not dismantle it? Just leave it there, you know?
like, we're not even watching, I hate to say this, we're not even really watching the
Yeah,
actual
you're
thing. Like,
watching
we
the
watched, yes, because it was crazy. It was so beautiful.
it was
But
very
anyway, let's go back to beauty. Let's
okay.
get rein it in, because otherwise you and I could go on and
Yes, yes.
hours.
Sorry, we're catching up.
It's all good. But I want to talk about Lunaescent, which, I've known you now for a while,
Yes.
and your product is getting traction. I have to say, I'm really excited to see it.
Thank you.
It's such an interesting and innovative product.
Thank you.
I'm kind of surprised that nobody else has copied it or come up, because when you really think about, okay, let's just get real. Let's
Yeah.
get real. How
Yes.
much do you spend on skincare a year?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you.
I've done a
What do you
study.
spend?
I've actually done a study on this.
Oh, okay.
And so there is a study that is available, people can Google it, but it was many years ago. And at that point, average US was about $68, $70 per month for
Per
skincare
month.
products. Okay, but this is average. If you think about when you average something out, it really dilutes the numbers, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you think about where we live or the people we know, it's double or triple that, truly, what they spend. Because, like, one serum, think about one serum being
Yeah,
$150, right? And
yeah.
it's just like, how long do you use that for? You know, it's like goes on for a month or so. Like, you have to replenish, you have to buy again. So it gets to be quite expensive. And so, but we use the average number, which was, the study was that it was about $68, $70 per person, average US woman per month.
So that's realistically in our world, premium products,
Yes.
they're clean and
Yes,
super high quality.
exactly.
We're talking a couple grand a year.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say is just you, because truly that again, when you average something out, it dilutes it. So, but even with that, even thinking about
Yeah,
that,
even the average.
even thinking about that, so just to go into it for people who don't know what
Yeah,
lunacy
exactly.
is.
Why we're talking about the
Yeah,
cost,
why we're talking
right?
about just to give a quick, like, briefly talk about what the tool is. It's a touch-free skincare applicator. It's to apply any type of skincare, anything that touches your skin, even if it's makeup or sunscreen, doesn't matter. Any sort of topical, medicated, beauty, anything, can be applied with this. And the advantages are that because it's a non-porous, hygienic surface, you have complete transparency as to how much product you're using. So when
Yep.
we use our fingers and our hands, about half of the product actually gets absorbed into our fingertips. And for those influencers who pump it into their palm, that's even more because the more.
I mean, my fingertips look really young though, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. All the serums and all these expensive skincare, right? So when you have bigger surface that is porous, you actually are absorbing even more product. So with Lunaescent, we did a study. And so you use about half the amount of product that you would normally use. So the study was that if average US woman, which again, we just talked about, it's way more realistically, but let's keep that $68, $70. With
Okay.
that, you're saving $400 annually. Now, put this in perspective because you see commercials for like insurance. Oh my gosh, switch to this insurance and you save $200 annually. Everyone's falling over themselves that they're
Yeah.
saving $200 annually. With this tool, you save so much more, but it is the challenge, Lynn, I'm not going to mince words. It's a new tool on the market. It is a new way of
It's a
doing
new way
things.
of thinking, right? It's a new.
Exactly. And there is always challenge in when something is new, when we are especially used to using our fingers, and people say, well, what is wrong with using my fingers to apply product? And I have so many responses for that. Well, the first thing is you're wasting a lot of product under your fingernails into your skin. So you're wasting
Your
the
expensive product, people.
expensive, that each drop truly is about $5. That's
Yeah.
what it will come down to, right? So you're wasting the product. The second problem that we have that we use when use our fingers is that no matter how clean your hands are, because of the way our skin is, it has ridges, it has grooves, it has pores, you can never get it to be hygienic, free of germs and bacteria and natural oils that exist on our skin. So
Yep.
with that, when you manually handle your product, when you stick your finger in the jar, when you touch the dropper to your face, which a lot of people use it as an applicator. I'm like, the dropper is not an applicator. Don't let it touch your face because you put it back in the
Back in
jar,
there.
and it contaminates the entire jar. And the preservatives only work to a certain amount. That contamination of germs and bacteria and your natural oils starts degrading the active ingredients that we're paying hundreds of dollars for. So it's a slippery slope. You manually handle, you touch the dropper, you put your finger in the thing, it starts breaking down the active ingredients. So your product is less effective than day one. So you're paying for something that is only effective for the first few weeks or so. Within the first few weeks, they did a study, about 40% of the efficacy of the product is gone when it's contaminated with our skin. So FDA has a whole section, people should look it up, about how contaminating your skincare with your fingers or with your skin actually can cause irritation, can cause acne. So it has a whole section. Please do not put your finger in the jar. Don't contaminate the skincare. So, those are all the things that went into designing this tool. And I couldn't wrap my head around the fact that this tool did not exist. So when you talked about it, there was quite a white space. When I created this tool, for people to give a quick, my background is law. I created this because my son had severe eczema and I had to apply steroid to his skin. And I didn't realize steroid actually thins your skin. And because of that thinning of my skin through repeated use, I developed dermatitis on my fingertips.
Oh my God.
And that was my aha moment, that half of what I'm putting on him is actually getting absorbed by me, right? So I went online for two reasons. I wanted an applicator. He's a growing boy. I want to apply as little as possible, but effectively, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted not to absorb medicine, double dosage through my skin. And I didn't want to get, heal my dermatitis. I went online, 3 days of searching, absolutely nothing on the market that was hygienic, that was reusable. It's not a one-time disposable thing that you're throwing out.
Not
That you
sustainable
could,
if it was.
exactly. And I looked and looked, and as I said, I couldn't wrap my head around the fact that this tool didn't exist. So that's how this tool was developed. But when we had the physical product in our hands, within 3 months was the first Cosmoprof after pandemic, when they had gone off because of the pandemic, and then they had it in Las Vegas. I said, I'm an attorney. I don't know anything about this field. I don't know anything about the industry, insiders, the players. Who are they? Let me put this in front of them and see what their reaction is. If they say, oh, well, I've already been using this. This is the product that I use. We don't need this. I swear to you, Lynn, I got such a reaction everyone kept coming, stopping by our small little table and saying, why doesn't this tool exist?
Yeah.
I hate using my fingers. I hate wasting product under my fingernails. When I'm traveling, I hate putting dirty fingers. I want to reapply, but I don't have a place to wash my hands. All these comments left and right from people who were buyers, who were, so I was like, okay, well, then this obviously there is a place for this tool because no one is coming and telling me, oh, there is a better option out there.
Right. No, there is no option. But let me ask you, do you think that this is my fear about human nature?
Yeah.
Is that like we have COVID, right? And
Yes, yes,
everybody's wearing masks and everybody's starting to go, oh my God, they're germs. And oh,
yes,
I'm going to be touching stuff and I can't do that. And people are starting to get aware of exactly all the stuff that you're talking about. But then here
yes.
we are, a couple years post COVID, and it's
Yeah.
like we're back to everyone's forgotten. Do
Yeah,
you
well,
feel
the
that
thing
way or
about this,
just
the germ,
travel
yeah,
and
I have not actually, when people's eyes are open to something, it's hard to forget that information. So when you realize how germs and bacteria multiply, but this is part of the education part of Lunaescent,
yes, it
right?
is.
So it is something that I have to, so
You're
it's not
constantly
just
having to tell people over and over.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it is not just germs and bacteria, it's the fact that you're wasting so much product. And
Yes.
also, this is so multi-purpose, Lynn. So I'm getting a lot of traction with medical people, with like
Yeah.
dermatologists, with plastic surgeons, with med spas. They're using it for post-treatment when they've done microneedling, when they've done dermaplaning, chemical peels. The upper dermis is disturbed. It is actually, they break it down to make collagen like grow. So
Mm,
it is quite fragile. So they go in at the end stage, and this is a hygienic tool that they keep in barbicide, cavicide. They can just use a clean applicator, and
yeah.
they use it on both sides. They usually either they can cool it if skin is irritated and hot. It can
Mm,
be a cooling tool, and they use that end serum hygienically without tugging, without like it's so cushiony and soft that they're able to treat a fragile, irritated skin at the end of the treatment. And then it has been an income generator for the office, front office, because people come and say, hey, what was it you were using on me
yeah. Can I get
in
that?
the treatment room? And can I get that for, because not only, and the estheticians recommend it, post-treatment, they say take it home to make sure you're not doing anything for the week or so it takes to completely for the skin to heal and regenerate itself. Take this home and make sure you're not doing anything to aggravate the skin, and then use it for your entire skincare routine as you go on.
Oh my
So
God. So
yeah,
smart.
so it's, and I swear to you, I don't know how to use it. Now I'm getting unsolicited things that I haven't talked. I gave them a tool a year ago. People are posting things just saying, I love this tool. I use it, estheticians using it
Yeah.
all the time. I use it for myself. I use it for my clients without me even knowing this. Like they're just sending it to me because they mentioned me in their story.
Amazing.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay, that's huge. Now I just had an epiphany. So I have a port. I still have my port, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So when you have a cancer port, one of the things they give you is lidocaine cream because
Oh
when
my
they
gosh.
stick you,
Yes.
it's not the most pleasant experience.
It is
You're
not.
literally
And
sitting there
not, it is
poking it.
not. It is not. I'm actually, I'm on Beauty Bus. Beauty Bus is for cancer patients. They use it for post radio chemotherapy, radiation when skin is kind of irritated. So Beauty Bus actually has this for has the applicator in the kits of people who are using it on the
Okay, that's
patients that come
good.
in. And also the oncology spa. Becky Kuhn, I don't know if you know her, she actually is amazing. She has a skincare line that is for post for people who've had cancer and they want to use products on their skin to make sure that it doesn't irritate and aggravate. So this is definitely something that I'm pursuing because there is a huge need for that. Another anecdotal thing is someone had open heart surgery
Mm.
and they actually called me and they said, well, their husband had open heart surgery. And after they had given them gauze to apply the ointment that you're talking about, because the ointment, I guess sutures get dry and you got to keep it, moist so skin is comfortable and it can heal. And she said that the gauze kept sticking into the sutures. And she said she used Lunaescent to apply the ointment over the suture. She said it was the best tool that they could use for this post-surgery. I mean, it has so many, it's beyond beauty. It's just anything that has to do with skin. Again, it
Mhm.
is cushiony, it's soft, it's hygienic, and very easy to clean and reuse. So you don't have any nooks and crannies where product accumulate germs and bacteria grow and it becomes nasty. I even talk about, I posted the thing on TikTok. I'm going to put it on Instagram. Is I do my entire skincare routine. I do with the same pad. I apply my hyaluronic acid. Again, it's a drippy serum, which can drip through my fingers. I just put one drop here, apply to my face. I do my vitamin C afterwards. And then I do my moisturizer. I do my eye cream, and this is perfect designed to go around your eyes with the same pad without washing because it's the same skincare that I'm
Yeah.
using. I use my foundation. So I put foundation on this. And because my skin is already treated, it's nice and moist, the foundation just glides on. It goes on truly like airbrushing. And I don't have to wash that dreaded makeup brush all the time, which I
Oh my
hate
God. Yeah, you're
because
right.
washing brushes is such a pain. I'm constantly thinking, oh my gosh, it's nasty. All that product is going
Yeah,
into the
it's
base of the
disgusting.
brush.
Yeah.
It's not hygienic. I can get acne. So this is soap and water at the end, let it air dry, and you can reuse. So
I mean, it's such a no-brainer. I love everything you're saying, but I think the medical thing is interesting because that feels like it's almost a necessity, not even a nice to have, because you really do need to
yeah,
have
yeah.
hygienic products when you're dealing with, like when I have to put my light, I do use the lidocaine before I go every 3 months and they take blood out of my port.
Oh, I see.
And I always put the lidocaine cream on, which I'm going to start using one of your products because
Yeah.
it's in my hands.
Yes, yes, yes.
It,
And it numbs. So let me tell you a couple of more things. I'm really, because these are things I'm discovering as well, and I'm
yeah.
really excited about it. One is um feminine care, women's hormonal creams.
Oh, interesting.
So with
Yeah, you don't want to get
hormones,
too much of that, right? That's,
you don't want double dosage.
yes,
You
no,
don't want extra absorption through your fingers and your hands.
right.
With this, you don't have to use gloves, which is not eco-friendly. You throw out
Oh
one-time
my God, yeah,
disposable item. You don't
right.
want to use that. And gloves are just messy as hell. So
Yeah,
with
yeah.
this, you just use whatever the product is, you apply soap and water, you let it air dry. Do not get extra absorption through your fingers and your hands and have complete transparency as to how much you're applying. And it's a clean, hygienic tool.
That's
Another thing that is really exciting that I've gotten approached about is nursing care, home care.
oh my God, I didn't even think
So
of that. You're
nursing
right.
care homes
Mm-hmm.
They can keep this in each patient's room, and
Yes.
they don't have, so they will cut down on the use of gloves. What happens when we get older, our skin barrier breaks down. So in the nursing care home, sutures, there are a lot of, as you said, there is a lot of different things that people need. Um, Ointments and medicated ointments applied on. And what nurses do is they put gloves on, but they can just keep one of
Yeah.
these in each patient's room. It's reusable. It actually will cost them less than using all those disposable products. So, a
Okay,
different
this is huge. This
application.
is huge. It's like once this catches on, it's gonna be, it's just gonna be, I
Yeah,
can't even. It's like
yeah.
my mind is literally like thinking about all the possibilities, because you're right.
Yeah, yeah, and I also advertise in some nail salons. So what happens in nail salons is people, I was at an event and I swear to you, I think I was the only one who had these type of nails because everyone had these beautiful,
Yes, I
just
know. No, I
beautiful
have
nail. Like
no
look
nails.
at me and you, I know. But and I'm so jealous. I'm looking at these like beautifully manicured hands, but all of them like really long. And
They
I'm
can't be
and
doing
I'm
anything.
thinking to myself, how are you applying your skincare? How are
Yes,
you
they
doing that
can't be.
without half of it going under your fingernails or you poking yourself in the
My
eye? I
God,
mean, they
yeah.
get really good at it. I've seen they go so the nail is sticking out like this and they use this, but I can imagine trying to do all that and just going like this. Your
Yeah,
fingers
that's
don't even
crazy.
get close to your face.
Right.
So
Brilliant. I love that. It's so smart. So, okay, so now that we're getting into some unexpected things, is there anything about like the business since you've launched that has been completely shocking to you or no?
Shocking what people use Lunaescent for. Shocking for things that I didn't even contemplate when I
Yeah.
first came out with this, right? Again, it was a personal need. I needed a hygienic, reusable, easy to clean tool to use for my son. It took a
Yes.
life of its own. It went, people text me, they say they use it for their baby's diaper rash cream
Oh,
because that white cream,
yeah.
they say they have to wash their hands for
Yeah, it's
five
very
minutes
gooey and
and they
dry
still
and
doesn't
yeah.
come off their fingers. Imagine never having to touch that, right? I mean, so many things. Oh, I have another story to tell you. So this person was traveling in the Caribbean and she was actually she was a instructor and she was giving training to people there, to the spas there.
Mm.
And she thought she had severe pain in her left side. She thought she was having a heart attack.
Back, yeah.
And so she goes to the ER, they look her up, they say, no, you're good, you're fine, you're not having a heart attack. They send her home, and she then develops all these blisters on her left side. It was shingles,
Oh, hmm.
severe case of shingles on her chest, on her left arm, under her arm.
Have you ever had shingles?
I've had shingles. It's
Me too.
awful,
Painful. Awful.
awful, awful. And I had it on my face, which
Ooh.
is really close to my
And
eye.
dangerous.
Can
It can,
actually
you
cause
can,
blindness. So
yeah.
it's very concerned. Yes, so shingles is just awful, awful. So she says she has a month of training left in the Caribbean. The ER gives her a little tiny tube this big, and she has a massive
Oh my God.
area that
Basically,
she
it's gonna be
has
gone
to
in 2 days.
she
Yeah.
said she gave this to, she said her daughter kept saying, this is just miraculous. She was using her daughter who was helping her with this, applying, she said she was able to stretch that for the entire month
Wow.
with Lunaescent. So these stories like this, right? I just like didn't even think about those kind of
Oh
things.
my God, that is crazy. And I love those stories because it
Yeah.
really does open your mind to the possibilities and what's out there. And by the way, don't let me forget, but you're not on stage, right? That the breast cancer web marketplace.
No.
I'm going to introduce you because I think this is a no-brainer for that too, because of this issue that I was talking about with the port.
Yes, yes.
Um,
I'm actually was at Glossy Wellness. Remember we went to
oh
last year?
yeah, yeah.
Oh
Did
my
you go?
gosh, Lynn, it was so amazing. Remember the skincare brand? Well, it's not, it's for feminine, it's called Vella, Vella, I believe. So this is another it's like serums and it's for
Okay.
basically. And so there was a lot of connections I made there. I
Oh, that's
actually
so great.
put Lunaescent in the hands of Ulta's CMO, Chief
Oh
Marketing
my
Officer.
God. Yay. 'Cause that's true. I mean, honestly, you're gonna end up, if I think about the Conscious Beauty Collective, which we're part of,
Yes,
brand is probably the most innovative, I would
thank
say.
you so much.
No, it
Thank
really
you.
is, because I mean, look, I have a hair care brand. I'd like to think it's innovative, but there are
Yeah,
a lot of shampoos on the market. There are a lot of
yeah.
conditioners. Same with skincare. Lots of skincare brands. Every single one of them will tell you how amazing their products are and their brand is. But million skincare brands on the market. So yours is really, that's very interesting. I think
Yeah.
could, so, okay, so how do you find time to do all this stuff? Like
Well, it
you're
helps that I'm
traveling,
an
you're busy,
it
you're,
helps that I'm
yeah,
an empty nester now. My son
me
just left
too.
for it.
I
So
know,
that
because otherwise,
really, really, because again with
where
Gen
does he live
Z,
now? What is, where, he
he's in
moved out?
UCI, Irvine.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so he's
and
close. He's not super far.
he's full close-ish.
Close in. He's in
But
the same
yeah,
state.
yeah, with the 5, 6 hours drive,
Yeah,
but it's okay, and just like really, if I'm flying, it's really close. But so yeah, so it helps because my son, even when he was in senior year last year, Gen Zers, they're not getting their driver's license. I absolutely
my
is
daughter doesn't have a driver's
like,
license.
what is wrong with you? Why don't you have your driver's?
Trust me, I couldn't wait to get mine. My daughter's 21. She does not have a driver's license.
Same here. So I'm like even senior year, I had to make sure I'm home, I'm driving,
Yeah,
like all of that. And this year it has been, that's why I've been traveling so much and I'm able to do kind of event after event
yeah,
because
yeah, that's
I'm
great.
kind of, yeah, that's been
No,
easier.
me too. We've been traveling a ton, which has been fantastic.
Wonderful,
But I'm
wonderful.
trying to be a little more balanced with like, if I'm going somewhere for work, I want to have fun too, like, because
Me too. It's
I,
our you're way younger than me, but my age, I tell my
no,
husband is
when
like,
I'm
I'm
not,
in
we're,
Napa. Why
I
wouldn't
think
you
I'm older than you, Rana.
you're not? I said, I'm
Yes. I'm almost positive I'm older than you. How old are you?
too Thursday is my birthday.
Oh, how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
53.
You're so kind. I'm 61. I'm gonna turn 61.
Okay, we're about the same age.
Okay, okay.
Barely younger than you. Barely. Like this much younger than you.
Okay. I really thought you were 10 years younger than me or something, but you
No,
look
only
amazing,
a couple
Lynn.
years.
You look
Well, you
amazing. Let's
too.
do a mutual appreciation club here.
Yeah, no, like I don't think anyone I know would tell you you look 61.
Thank you. Thank you.
You
Well,
look amazing. But like, I think my attitude is, look, we are entrepreneurs. We're obviously, to your point earlier, we're loving what we're doing. Otherwise, we wouldn't
yes.
do it. We would just go
Yes.
get another job. But at the same time, you got to make the effort to enjoy yourself and be in the moment and not just grind away, because I am a workaholic. I'll be emailing at midnight.
Me
I'll be,
too.
working on the weekends. I do all that. But sometimes I just have to sort of pause and appreciate I'm here in Dominica, like it's beautiful and there's an ocean and you know what I mean?
Beautiful,
And
yes.
that's part of that's okay. Like
And that's at least that one benefit, or the ones we get from being an entrepreneur, because
yeah,
then you do have the option of setting yourself up so you're able to do that. And also, exactly to your point, I was telling my husband, I'm going to Napa. Do you not? I have a hotel room. Do you not
yeah.
want to come?
Oh my God. Do you remember last year I dragged my husband to the Glossy event? Because I'm like, why not? Come hang
Oh,
out
and
for 2
he's
days
like,
and
but
have
I've got my second monitor and I have to work in and I'm like, well, bring your second
yes.
monitor, set
Do
it
you
up in
really,
the
okay, first of all, do
hotel.
you really need a second monitor? You cannot work on a laptop, like really, really? But if you really need it, bring it. I'm the same way. I'm like, you know what? Let's just like make it all
So
work.
he
I,
did. He listened to me. He came. We
yay!
went to Morimoto's. We had a great meal.
Oh,
We
yeah.
it was and we're at an age that truly this is it. We need to take advantage of every day, and I fully intend to do that
I
because
am with
I
you. We
do
are,
not know what tomorrow has in store for me, Len, and I
I'm with you.
really, when people talk about aging, and I am so much freer, happier, and more able to enjoy stuff than when I was younger. I was so caught up with small things that would ruin a
That
week
are so
of like
insignificant.
I would just
Yeah.
focus on, and I'm a perfectionist, which is just awful because one thing goes wrong and you're like, okay, this is it. It's the end of everything. So so to get older and to realize every day is precious, and you really need to kind of, if you're working hard, let's actually enjoy it as well. That's, to me, it's been priceless.
You and I are so on the same page about it. It's exactly how I feel. I
Good.
mean, it's kind
We've
of
gone through a lot. We've gone through a lot. See, I
we
we can, exchange notes someday, but all those things that knocked us down is what brings you to this point. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna enjoy it.
and then really enjoy it though. Like that's the thing. Like I do think so many people like don't take time to smell the roses. They're caught up in the because I used to be when I first launched the business and somebody gave like a bad review for Masami, I would be pissed off for like 2 days, like and now I'm like, it's all good. Not everybody's gonna love us. It's fine.
You focus on all the praise and all the good stuff that you're getting, right? And it's like, hey, if they didn't get the concept, they didn't get it. That's
Yeah,
their
you kind
loss,
of
right?
you have to be more zen about it
Yes,
because
yes.
otherwise there's too much out there that it's like the election.
Oh,
I
let's
mean,
not go there.
oh, I know, trust me. But you know what I'm saying? Like you could curl up into a fetal position and stay there for weeks if you really wanted to.
Yes,
And you just can't. So
yes,
I think, anyway, well,
yeah.
this has been incredible. I love the conversation.
Thank
I
you.
think we're gonna do it again in a couple months because you'll have more progress to report. And we've
Yes,
got so many
definitely.
CBCs going on right now too. It's crazy. Like we've got like 10 at this moment in time.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
I'm just going to be emailing tomorrow about another one we're launching in Atlanta
Oh my
um,
gosh.
in
Oh, wow.
January.
Oh, I'm excited about do I'm like Clara? Clara, how do you say it with the
Clara Beauty Lab is going to be
oh,
great.
I'm excited about that. Yeah, because
So
that's exactly the kind of um target audience, that I'm looking at.
I
So
think, and she's lovely and she's
wonderful.
super supportive. And I am just excited to find these amazing business women, small business. Oh, we just got cut off.
Oh, okay.
I think we hit our limit. Oh
Oh
no.
no.
No, I think that was the otter. It wasn't YouTube. We're still on YouTube.
Okay, good.
It was your
Oh,
whatever.
it stopped. Okay, cool.
So anyway, no, what I was saying is like, I think, with Clara, like she's so excited. And when I find these entrepreneurs that are not so dissimilar from us, right? Like they're in the service business, they're in retail, but they're grinding it away too. And it's so nice to be able to help each other
Yes,
and to
yes,
find that
yes.
meeting of the minds. And so I'm excited to go meet her. And that's my old neighborhood. I used to,
Oh,
yeah, I used to live,
nice.
my kids went to school a block away from where her
Oh my gosh.
studio is. So that'll be really fun.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Well, nice to chat, and we'll keep chugging away.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'll be sending my products for tomorrow. I actually packed the box, so it should
No
go.
worries. All right. Well, listen, have a great night, and
Thank
I will
you.
see you soon.